You know, if you have a visual learner, when they're at home, you see this child who is bright, dynamic, exciting. You know, they're so curious, they're creative, and you know, you kind of love the way their mind works. They're so lively, fun, and just, again, curious about everything. But when they get into the classroom and they start school, or some things may go really well for them, but you might start to notice some of the areas where they're struggling or where there are some challenges. You know, our brains we are wired with two sides of the brain, everybody. So we have a left, we have a right. And both sides of the brain operate very differently because when we use them together, we are whole, we're balanced. The left side of our brain is that linear thinking, logical. I can memorize well, I can sit still, I can listen, I like reading, writing, those kinds of tasks. School works great for left brain thinkers. And standardized testing is testing the abilities of the left side of our brain. Now, the right side of our brain is about, you know, visual kids are right brain thinkers who they think in pictures, they think all at once, they have all their file folders open all the time. There's a party going on in the right side of the brain. And so absolutely they have a hard time kind of reeling that in and sitting still and staying focused on the task at hand. It's a very real dilemma for them and for the classroom. Being a visual thinker is an enormous gift. There is brilliance that's possible in the right side of our mind. It's the place of creativity. It's the place of genius. You know, some of our most brilliant thinkers of all time are right brain thinkers. So yeah, we got to teach them how to organize something and how to get focused, but it's a good thing to be a right brain thinker, to be creative, to have ideas, you know, to see the big picture, to see conceptually. This is good. So value your kid, know it's good, know they're great. So what are we going to do? We need to help them learn to manage their active mind. You know, there is a party going on in the right side of their mind, and it's really active. It's kind of noisy in there, and there's good to that, but they have to know how to tune it out, how to focus, how to quiet down, and that comes with some training. So you want to do things at home where you're very intentional about turning things off and having quiet. So you could have them listen to a book on tape when they go to bed. There's times without the computer or without any video games. There could also be time spent in some really quiet, time spent doing Legos, time spent drawing, time spent doing other kinds of creative, quiet activities. So please be intentional about quiet. We need to help our visual people create order in their mind. And the best way to do that is to create order externally. The more orderly their environment, the more routines you give them, the better they, you know, when they have external order and they experience order, it also helps that order become internal. So in your house, there's a place for the backpack goes every day. There's a place for the shoes. Their coat has its own hook. They have a very predictable homework routine. Where do the papers go? There's a specific time for the reading, whatever it is. Also in their room, give them routines that their bed is made every day, or the order in their drawers, you know, their drawers could be labeled and they put their laundry away, you know, whatever it is, but creating order externally and in your home and with their routines helps them have a kind of a peace and a quiet in themselves that will end up becoming, again, more internal and affect their mind. So again, we want to see the positives in being a visual learner. We want to learn to manage our mind, you know, that active mind. We need to know how to quiet it down. We want order around us so that we can have order in us And then we want to use learning techniques that will be a real aid and help them be successful in the classroom. And if you have a visual learner, wow, you can change their life by understanding that, by understanding them, and implementing things that are gonna just make such a shift in them, that would value themselves, that can be successful, and they're gonna feel so good about themselves. So for more information on it, check out my blog, bettyfetter.com. It's all about helping you help your visual learners be successful. So thank you, and we'll talk again soon.